Welcome everybody. Today I'm gonna shoot my Crosman Express Hunter .177 tuned for Canadian market, freshly breech chamfer, which I'm not sure is a good thing. It is the first time I'm really going to use the Aoki 4x32 adjustable objective I got on it, even if I'm think it might not be long on it for long. I zeroed it a little bit indoor from 22 feet after the last video, but I still needed to adjust the eye bell for reticle focus, and I played with the adjustable objective until it looked clear, and it looks like the numbers on the scope are pretty accurate for my eyes. First, I'm gonna be shooting Crosman pointed 7.4 range from 40 feet. Hopefully I did not ruin it and it will shoot better than the last video, but let's see. I guess worst case scenario, I will need to buy a $30 to $40 barrel. Well, it is starting pretty good with about a 3-inch group. I don't know, hard to tell. For the next pellet test, I'm going to use the same pellets, Crosman pointed 7.4 grains, but I'm going to use a pellet seater that came with my Marksman repeater. It almost looked like it was about to group, so I shot 6 for this one. But I'm just losing my time. If I wanted to be negative, I'd say yes, I ruined it. It will never shoot good again. But I want to be positive and say maybe I will find a better pellet for it. But this is 100% my worst shooting airgun I got at the moment. Even my broken Benjamin Trail NP can do way better than this, I believe. So now, after testing the pointed, seated and not seated, I'm going to try the Crosman Destroyer 7.4 grains, not seated first. From what I can tell, the seating tool had a negative effect on the pointed pellets, but I believe this rifle used to prefer destroyers seated. For this one, I want to blame the wind, because I seated this pellet even if it was not supposed to be. Well, it doesn't look like it is going to be it. As you can maybe tell by looking at the background, there is quite a little bit of wind, but from 40 feet it should not affect anything that bad. Even a Red Rider could do better than this, I believe. I hope so, maybe not, because that's about what I can do all the time with it, but shh. I hope Timmy is going to watch my video, because I added this part only for him because I know nobody care about dogs. It's a joke. A lot of people like dogs. I don't like picking up dogs. So, for the second part of this test, I'm gonna be shooting Crosman Destroyer 7.4 grains tool seated to see if it will make any difference. Will it? Will it not? I don't know. Let's see. This one almost went into the backstop. Please do shoot in a safe area with the proper backstop, especially if you shoot with a rifle that you don't trust, just like this one. I guess what I'm trying to tell you is that this pellet looked horrible. Even if the wind and the pellet tried to mess it up, it did not succeed. I got a hole in the hole. Okay. Even with the included seated pellet that was in the wrong group, it is not the worst one yet, even if it is pretty damn bad if you ask me. I still will try Crosman woodcutters in it, but I do believe the chamfer is not the optimal for Crosman pellets. The goal was to make it fit RWS and Gamo pellets, but those are still a bit tight for a low power plant. So maybe putting this barrel on a PAL rifle, which is over 500 FPS and 4.2 FPE, could be a good idea. Maybe in the future when I will own one of them. I am in the process to obtain my carry permit and possession acquisition license, so maybe sooner or later I will use some possession acquisition license rated air guns.
First step towards registering your guns is just the first step towards taking away guns from everyone.
Once again, not the worst group from this rifle today, but it is still a pretty bad group if you ask me from 40 feet. Now I will try the woodcutter 7.4 grains seated with my marksman 1010C pellet seater. I will be aiming at the big splatter target, which I put there, hoping it will go better than this. Looks like the first one of that group is not landing 2-inch to the left. Keep in mind the scope is not really zeroed for this rifle or those pellets and will not be if it continues like this. The wind was pretty inconsistent, but like I said, this is not the kind of group where it really matters. Oh no, did I just ruin the best worst group of this rifle? I don't think the Aoki scope has anything to do with the poor accuracy. I just think I might have ruined it, or I will be very lucky and find a pellet that can shoot at decent speed and have a great accuracy. But it is pretty hard to not be negative looking at those Crosman pellets results, which shot pretty good in this rifle prior to the Breech chamfer. It looked like Crosman pellets will not do the trick, so I came back with H&N Terminator 7.25 grains. Hopefully those tighter pellets can grab the rifling a bit better or act with the chamfer a bit in harmony. Spoiler alert, I did not test them seated, but maybe I should have. And I think I will when I will try some more pellets in it, like Daisy, Gamo, and other H&N pellets because they are a bit tighter than Crosman pellets. I am not sure what to think about the results. One thing I know, maybe I should not have touched this rifle with my poor machining skills and my chamfering experience, but I cannot go back in the past, and a barrel is about $30 to $40 Canadian, so I guess that's what it is. What I can say, based on my experience with Breech Chamfer, if you got a Canadian tuned rifle, I'd say don't do it because most of the pellets will still be too tight for it. But I've heard good things on full power rifles, and I'm curious to test it out myself. It was not a perfect day or perfect targets by any mean, but I guess we still had a bit of fun. Not that much. But thanks for watching and subscribe for more.
First step towards registering your guns is just the first step towards taking away guns from everyone. That's never going to happen because here in Canada we have a culture that has grown up with guns and it respects the need